Good evening, Bio Nation. I hope you are doing well tonight. My name is Matt Williamson. And go ahead and introduce your guys.
I'm Jacqueline Lauer. I'm part of the Smash team. I main Sora.
And I'm Ryan Boggs. I also am in the Smash team, and I main Roy.
All right. And you are watching Marietta College Esports. It's a little cramped here, so just bear with us. So tonight we have our Smash team up and running again, but this time they will be competing in the NACE Starleague Varsity Plus competition. So it's still crew battles. The only difference is instead of being 3v3, it is now 4v4. So if you really love watching some Smash matches, I can't talk. You are in for a treat. So we're getting things set up in the lobby right now. So while we're waiting for that, let's go over who will be playing for our Smash team. I believe starting off is going to be freshman Mason Rice Cheshire playing. And I know he's leading, but I don't know the rest of the order. So in no other particular order, we got, I cannot read. Freshman Peyton Angle, Ginger Ale playing, sophomore Zach Lane, the Weed playing, and we also have sophomore Mackenzie McDonald, and I can't pronounce her.
Ainava.
I know I was going to botch it up. Thank you.
You're welcome.
So they will all be playing tonight, and then of course we have our head coach Derek Games. All right, so we are getting things set up in the lobby, as I've been saying. So let's go over a couple quick announcements while we're waiting for the match to begin. So first, we do want to give a shout out to HyperX for being the official peripheral sponsor for Marietta College Esports. They've helped provide our facility with headsets and keyboards and mice and mouse pads and microphones. Our students absolutely love it, right? You guys love it, right?
Yeah.
I actually have personal HyperX stuff.
Nice.
Yeah.
They have some really good equipment. So if you want to get your own HyperX gear, you can go to hyperx.gg/MariettaES. The QR code is up on your screen. So you can take your phone out and go check it out. They have some great deals. Yeah, I have a HyperX headset myself that I used during my Zelda stream. Really comfortable and great quality.
Oh, yeah. When I was buying stuff for my personal PC, I was actually trying to get the best budget headset possible, and I ended up getting the HyperX.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they have really good prices for their peripherals. But all right, yeah, that's hyperx.gg/MariettaES. We also want to give a shout out to Over the Moon Pizza for their support. Every Tuesday, they host a Marietta College night where you can get pizza and drinks and other stuff for great prices. They'll have their Switch up. You can play some Super Smash and Mario Kart, but they also air our matches. So if you want to watch our Overwatch team, because they do play on Tuesdays live, that would be the place to go check it out. So if you're in the area, go over the front street in Marietta to Over the Moon Pizza. Also, the big announcement right now is today is the last day to purchase your Marietta Esports swag. We have teamed up with BSN Sports to provide a team shop where you can get your own Marietta Esports shirts, shorts, or whether it's shorts or pants, backpacks, jackets, hoodies, toboggans, and your very own Marietta College Esports jersey. You cannot get this anywhere else unless you're on the team. Yours is still ordered, as we promised. Players don't have to buy their own jerseys. But the deadline is today, so you only have a few hours left. So if you're watching this live, then you need to go check out our link, bsnteamsports.com/shop/TPVZCKGEKY. That's why we got the QR code, because I know it's going to be difficult to type. If you're watching this on YouTube, I'm sorry, the offer has expired. But there are plenty of other ways to help support our esports program. So, I mean, a portion of the revenue of each item that is sold goes back directly to the esports program. So thank you all for your support. So this is a way where you can help support us, but also get you some cool stuff in the process.
Will we also be having our live stream?
We will be announcing that tomorrow.
All right.
So, spoiler, there may be a special live stream thing going on next week, and I'm really stoked about it. I know my students are very stoked about it. So just keep an eye on the social media tomorrow for a live stream announcement that's in the works. So you have been teased. But All right, so double checking the lobby. I think that we'd be starting it very soon, but we're just going to go over. Actually, let's just go ahead and while we're waiting, let's just talk a bit about the games. Because I know you guys are really excited about this matchup.
Oh, absolutely. Ryan, do you want to go since this is your first time commentating?
Well, what do I start with?
Well, what you
looks like-
Okay, yeah, they're getting started here.
We need to get there quick.
Yeah, which side was Marietta? Okay.
Player 1.
All right, here we go. So we have Cheshire playing on Joker. We are playing against Quinnipiac. Yeah, Quinnipiac. I double check the pronunciation to make sure I say it right.
Immediately stalked.
That is interesting. I don't know.
Now, Minecraft players are like an interesting breed, but I'm a little confused.
I think it's been misinputs with the upbees. This could be a test, though, as they are not going after each other. So this looks like it's just a test run of the controls.
I sure hope so.
Yeah, I think they're going over some stuff. I don't think that was an actual game. But now they know who each.
Now they know who's going up, and they know that their controls. They are going to have to play the next one, as I believe that is what some other.
Yeah. Okay. I think they were testing to make sure connection was good and all that, because you know what it's like sometimes playing online on Smash. You can get some weird latency.
Or lag spikes.
A little interesting though, because it does allow you to form a plan against the other's character already.
Yeah. But all right, now I think this is for realsies this time.
Yep. They are immediately just. The Steve player seems to be going on the defensive. Now, big thing about playing Steve is getting the materials. So, like, wooden swords, like, similar to Minecraft, you're not going to get as good materials. But if you've got the iron or the gold or the diamond, or if you've got a lot of iron, you can get better weapons, or you can even use the minecart trick.
Because Steve is a zoner, right? So, or like a resource-based,
yes. There's the minecart.
Yeah, we can see the team's really having a good time right now, because you can see them in the bottom of the camera.
Is that a spot dodge out of the grab? Oh, there's the minecart. Yep.
And
they got a diamond already.
They've got that in their resource, but they're not going to craft it. There they are.
There they go. And now they're dangerous.
Absolutely.
It seems like they're kind of fishing for a down tilt, and there it is.
Now, most of the Minecraft Steve's moveset would be considered like a meme in the Smash community, considering like the minecart and the anvil, and I think also the lava bucket.
Yeah. Well, just because they're kind of a joke character doesn't mean they're not powerful. Steve is notoriously strong.
And we're seeing that right here with they are not letting up, and even if they are, it's in order to get more resources to keep their danger. And
that blocking is what makes them dangerous.
Right, because they could easily use it as a shield, or as we saw, they got up in order to use the minecart, because if they get up into the air and use it, then they don't need as many tracks, and that can trap other characters. It's like a dangerous throw and grab all in one.
Well, no other character in the game can actually just change the entire layout of the map. And once they get those diamond tools, they are scary at high precisions.
Thank goodness Joker's recovery has that grappling hook.
Yeah, it seems that Joker is playing very aggressive.
He's down to his last stock, so he's gonna have to try to take out the last two stock for Steve.
He should. Now, he has amazing kill potential once he has Arsene out, which seems to be like he's trying to go for a smash or a tilt. Anything to just get past that little shield. And because Steve is at kill percent right now. Like, any attack has the chance to kill.
But now Arsene is gone, and he's up at a pretty high percentage. And, oh, the pressure played. If he had gone for... Ooh. It's gonna be the first game.
Yeah, so that'll be Chester is going to be out, and then so I'm not so sure who's coming in next. I guess we'll find out.
It looks like the Weed is going to be playing next.
I'm still amazed he got away with that name.
He wants to be hard to kill, so...
That's true. And he really is, even for, like, a Little Mac man.
I mean, his mains are, Little Mac, Byleth, Link, and then his, office main, but still really dangerous one is specifically Dr. Mario. But he's going with...
Never trust someone who plays Dr. Mario.
I'll keep that in mind.
He is going with Little Mac.
Now, the Alex player... They might be plugging in the next...
Yeah, well, Quinnipiac will still keep the same player. I think they're just double checking to make sure everything is good. I mean, this is our first NACE competition, which is it's very similar to how things are done in GLEC. There's just some slight differences. Yeah. So we're just making sure that we're following all the proper procedures because we want anything to happen because of a technicality.
Right.
And just so everyone is aware, we are on a 3-minute stream delay, so not like there can be any stream sniping that goes on. Although I'm not so sure what the stream snipe would be because you see both players at the same time, so I don't know what there is to snipe, but you never know.
I mean, unless they...
Let's see what we pick ahead of time, I guess, or...
Even then, there are people who tend to disregard Little Mac due to his...
Yeah. A lot of people think Little Mac is the worst character in the game, and we'll see if the Weed can prove them wrong. Now, Little Mac is a dangerous matchup against Steve. Steve has a lot of kill moves and a lot of defensive options that really mess with, Little Mac.
Mm-hmm. But he manages to get back to the ground real quick. It's that minecart, though, that... Using that special... And the...
Ooh.
He's got the KO punch up and ready. Maybe that's what he's been waiting for.
And he whiffed it.
Ooh.
It's okay. Little KO punches are hard to hit. And he recovered.
That was a really great recovery.
Matter.
That's weird spacing for the blocks. I didn't realize the game could pull that. Oh,
that is unfortunate.
That's the problem with Little Mac. He has terrible recoveries.
Terrible recoveries, and I believe it's both weaker and shorter range with his aerials than most characters.
Yeah.
But if he's able to stay on the ground, which he's able to do pretty well with Final Destination, which is the stage that's currently being played. Looks like he's also trying for a counter. And something I noticed with the Steve when they were using their pick. Oh,
the Wii just needed to dodge those minecarts. Yeah. Those are honestly one of Steve's most dangerous tools in his kit.
I guess we should be calling it Alex because that is the...
Alex is the right term. I do not care.
Yeah, even the game says it's Alex.
Yeah. That's 2-0 for the Alex.
Well, and the other thing is, it's not even just that. He didn't lose a single stock that round.
Yeah.
So he still has 2 stock remaining going into the third
And
game.
it looks like we've got our corn player who's not on the camera, unfortunately. Ginger Ale is just off screen.
Very in character.
Okay, so I think they're trying to do the map picks. It looks like they're going to go with Hollow
Hollow
Bastion.
Bastion.
Hollow Bastion, one of my favorite stages.
It's a gorgeous stage. Now I wonder if having more like a platform will help them, because like Steve has so many vertical options that it'd be
But-
hard for.
I know that one of the Joker and Little Mac especially aren't good for this, but juggling is good for some of the characters, especially some
Yeah.
of the sword fighters, able to use their up tilts or their up smashes to get those kills off. So maybe that's what Corrin's going to try to pull.
Well, Corrin has a very good juggling move with neutral air. It covers a lot of range. It does pretty decent damage. Maybe that's the play. Though the Alex could counter with the anvil.
Looks like they're dropping their stock. There's the taunts, and immediately trying to get Corrin into that minecart.
That was a beautiful combo by Alex.
Yeah. But, you know, the percentages are still close. The pressure plate wasn't able to be put down for the TNT, so it's just going to go off naturally. But there's the fire, and Steve has immediately got gold tools. And there's the up B from Corrin. Very... I don't know how many characters up Bs can do damage. I know that Corrin has
I
a
think
very
most of
reliable...
them can.
Yeah, a lot of them can.
Corrin is very reliable with their up B, though it does have very little horizontal range.
Right. Oh,
And the table's down. There it goes back up again.
and there... It changed spot...
I didn't know it
Ooh.
could do that.
I didn't know either. Oh, they just... Oh!
Beautiful. That was a sweet spot by the side B.
Fantastic. It looks like that platform actually inhibited Corrin's down A's to try to stab down and get that extra damage onto Alex. And there's the minecart once again, and Corrin's go... Oh! Oh, but there's
They
the
recovered?
up B.
Alex seems like a big fan of that minecart.
Yeah. And that... Oh, there's an up throw into a combo to destroy the minecart. It seems that Steve needs those resources for
Desperately.
the minecart, and they are not given the chance. They've only got stone and iron, and they're still only getting stone and iron. But there goes Corrin
With the minecart.
with the minecart. I can hear.
Yeah, they're trying to discuss how to handle this, because I don't think they've gone up against a Steve or an Alex yet.
Steve is terrifying. Like, I know there's talk of like trying to get them banned in tournaments because they're so strong.
I think we're seeing why.
And here we have a Nava going in with their new main, who they've been playing, I think, since the beginning of this semester, but
Yeah.
haven't had the chance to use them in a tournament yet.
Let's see if Min Min's good, because it can put on that pressure from far away. Because their arms are long? Is that the
Yeah. Yeah.
And maybe that can help fight back the amount of material that Steve
Looks like
keeps-
they're changing the song.
I know there was a request in chat for Megalovania, but I don't think they're going to do it.
They go with the DK rap. They did this, I think their first GLEC match as well. I don't know if they did it for their second GLEC match.
DK Rap is a classic.
Mm-hmm.
There's the Alex versus Min Min.
Alright, crucial matchup. Marietta needs to take down one stock from Alex to see who the next opponent's going to be to stay alive in this game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
3, 2, 1, go!
Just gotta keep Min Min watching out for that minecart.
Yep.
It's devastating.
The face plant that Alex had to do onto the platforms. And they're letting Steve get resources near immediately. It's almost like once the battle is officially started, you need to put on that pressure and make sure that Steve just can't get anything. But that's going to be very difficult due to the spacing. And they mashed out of the minecart, but they are struggling to get back due to that recovery. And Alex is edge guarding.
Yeah. But they made it back in the middle of the stage.
And they used the platforms in order to do that, and destroyed the minecart in the process.
But they are at 116%.
They are...
And
the recovery! And dodging that lava block in order to try to land a smash attack, and just... What? Min Min has the different arms. The ones in current play are both dragon arms, but I believe the other one is a bomb, and the other, which Inaba seemed to be using really well, and that is what a recovery from Alex. I mean.
Now, although Alex did get the stock off and they do have diamonds, Inaba is not letting them get the minecart off, onto them.
They are, and there's the recovery whiff. They are celebrating. What a sigh of relief from Inaba.
Now Quinnipiac, sorry, I'm trying to make sure I pronounce it correctly, will choose their next opponent.
Their next player, you mean?
I forgot.
Well, yeah, their next. Yeah, who will our next opponent be?
I forgot the DK rap was happening, and I was very confused.
So now the question is, what would be your guess of who we have to play against?
I don't know. Cloud's super popular right now. I know. Honestly, it could be up to anybody's game. Maybe a Samus.
One of the top characters in Smash Brothers right now is Pikachu. Last time I checked, being number 1.
Okay. So I wondering if there's any particular counters to Min Min, or they might try to go for a quick win because they're down to 2 stock already.
Min Min isn't. I can't think of any straight counters right now. I mean, I'm not someone with rushdown potential like a Roy. If they could just speed and blitz them, then Min Min doesn't stand a lot of chance because their jabs and their tilts and everything are so slow.
Or Sonic would be terrifying to fight.
Sonic's always terrifying to fight.
Yeah.
The small size and the speed, but Sonic's also hard to use. But it seems like they're going to be it's a counter pick time, I believe, so we're going to see one of the... Oh no, we're going to see... A lot of these that they're hovering over aren't a part of NACE. There it is, Smashville. It's pretty much an omega stage of Town and City, and doesn't have any platform shifts.
Yeah.
Honestly, I love Smash City. I love the Animal Crossing maps.
They're very serene. They do have a Toon Link. And specifically with the Shadow Link skin, so...
As they should.
Best Toon Link skin?
It's the coolest.
It's the cool. Okay.
3, 2, 1, go!
No, they're gonna have to drop.
Uh-huh.
And the Toon Link is already setting off like that. That was one of their taunts, and now they have their bomb. And they're setting off with the boomerang, which
Maybe they're trying to counter Min-Min's like distance with their own, because Toon Link has bomb, boomerang, and the bow, which all have very good range.
yeah, and honestly, I will say it's terrifying to be on the other end of that boomerang. Even as a person who's just played story mode of Smash, anytime I've had to fight a Link with the boomerang,
And he also has that speed compared to Adult Link, so
Yeah.
just being all over the place.
absolutely. And that's part of the reason why some may choose Toon Link or Young Link over Adult Link, even though Adult Link may have some better explosions with the bombs. I think he has a bigger explosion with his bombs.
Yeah, I think normal Link is the most popular. Toon Link is considered the worst of the three Links, which isn't bad by any means.
I mean, if the bomb flurries are anything to say, full smash, fully shielded. And they are not letting off on those neutral combos. And there's the boomerang again.
Yeah, because this is the last stock.
But they are at 102%, so maybe there'll be enough learned from this. They tried to go. Very nice. But he does have really good
And the
there.
smash.
The bomb I'm noticing is only doing like 7%. So it's like, it's...
The bomb isn't strong for the damage it does. The bomb is strong for the knockback.
Oh, okay.
And it has the sheer threat power.
And it looks like they're trying to take advantage of Min-Min's cooldowns, because, again, with the strikes, where Min-Min is a lot different from different zoners, while you could probably spam a bit with Fox or Samus, Min-Min can't really do that. They have to wait for their arm to come back. And they keep just not dying.
Ooh, that was a very smart bomb throw.
Yeah, also trying to go for an up sword move, but doesn't quite. Get
There's the up
There's the-
throw. And it looks like Min-Min is still in the game!
Nah. Honestly,
What
the
a great play
stab,
from
the up
Minata.
stab with the sword is one of Link's better moves in his get. At least it's one of the only ones I know that can kill.
But, like, that was a great game.
That
from
was
Minata.
good. That was a great game.
Alright, now we'll go and get some things set up. And I did not get my. Hold on. What was that? 8? Yeah, 8-0. Let me get this updated. I don't know why I forgot to do that. My bad. There we go. Now we got the breakdown as we are getting the next game set up. So, post-game analysis.
There is... I think that most of them were just unnerved by the Steve. And had they gone with... The Steve liked to go for a lot of aerials, so if they were able to attack the minecart and then either keep the Steve on the ground, maybe have some characters that are like burying characters, like I know that King K. Rool and Incineroar have a few moves that can bury,
Yeah.
which you would have to mash out of to get. And again, like, all the characters can fight one another, and some matchups are better than each other. Sometimes they won't always have it, but again, I think if they went for just attacking the minecart and then...
Or just jumping over it.
Seemed like Steve was doing a good job, though, with landing those minecarts to make it difficult to
Yes.
dodge.
Steve knows that they are well and good at spacing. And I feel like that's one of the problems they just couldn't get past, is at all times the Steve was far enough away that he could just minecart, and you couldn't really do anything.
Especially that high up with like not using that much materials.
Yeah, like Joker is mainly like he only has gun and the
Arsene, when you need to charge up,
Yeah.
that's the gimmick.
So here's because everyone pretty much used their mains
Yeah.
for this. Do you think they might change things up in this game?
I don't think so. I think it will be smart for them to change up their mains, but as it stands, I don't think that I don't think Cheshire is going to move away from Joker. I don't think Inava's going to move away from Min Min, and I definitely don't think the Weed is going to move away from Little Mac. 'Cause
I think the Weed might. He's been really upping his game with Byleth, and he seems to get more comfortable with it. So he might pull out the Byleth, who has range enough. Because that's one of the problems is Little Mac doesn't have a decent recovery to fight against the minecart, and they don't have enough range to close the gap between them and Steve. So maybe Byleth is the play.
He did bring out Byleth last week.
Yeah.
I want to see. I'm trying to see. Looks like Ginger Ale is going to be starting this one.
Yep, and Ginger Ale's already locked in Corrin, so.
Now I think they're just waiting for the map.
And it looks like they might stay with Smash City, or they might be changing the music.
They're changing the music.
Persona series. I'm not really hearing any of
I'm
the
not
games
hearing
on
anything either.
We're waiting to see. So as soon as we know the map, guys, we will get it to you.
Looks like Battlefield.
They're hovering it at least.
Battlefield is on the NACE stages.
In Battlefield might be a good pick against Steve. At least a good one, because having those platforms can help them dodge better.
Yeah,
when
and the
it comes-
minecart would have to follow down those platforms, so... And especially if you've got one like Corrin with the neutral air. I know that Big Battlefield isn't part of...
Yeah, looks like they might be doing something different.
Hearing them talk about Smashville.
An interesting choice.
The other team might go for another player, though, just to give them a chance to play, though.
Yes.
Maybe.
Yeah, so we don't know who's leading. I mean, they know because in the NACE rules, you have to say who's your starter, who's leading it, but we don't know who it is. But they may change it up, just like we changed up our starter.
I'm interested.
Lucas.
Oh, let me reset the scores here.
Lucas is a menace.
Lucas is... He's not got the same cheese as Ness, but he's got PK Freeze, which
Is
nice
devastating.
counter.
The
Oh,
counter
there's the
looked-
grab. It looks like they're both going for their... There's the PK Fire.
PK Fire is so good.
But it's not as spammable as Ness's, if I remember correctly, because Ness's is the natural, down, just to the B, while his has to be the... Oh! And
They went too early.
Can't get too scared of using your recovery.
I feel like they were just a little too gung-ho about it.
Yeah.
Because Corrin's really good if they recover down. They're like...
Using their side special to get out of Lucas's range, it looks like Lucas is going for a grab.
It looks like Lucas knows... Oh,
Ooh.
That PK freeze is doing some serious damage.
And we've got a lag.
We're back. I've done some tweaks to make it a little bit better. It's not perfect, but it's better than previous broadcasts.
It's good. But if Corrin can't get off any...
A misinput?
Ooh, misinput, definitely. But that means Lucas stays with all 3 of his stocks and no taunts to enter in the next match. It's just gonna be a straight fight.
So
I wonder who they're gonna put in second.
looks like Cheshire is going in.
Choose your fighter.
And he's going with his...
Joker.
I don't know if he's... Oh no, he's not going with Schoolboy Joker.
Now, Joker does have the mobility to maybe help him out. And the recovery is pretty good.
Yeah, but the fact that Lucas's, like, grab to PK freeze launches sideways.
Yeah.
You would need probably a character that has great sideways recovery, like Sonic, Pikachu, or Sora.
Now, with Arsene, I think they could easily make it back. Arsene does give a boost to their recovery, to my knowledge.
Just have to wait and see.
Three, two, one, go!
They are... Oh, I believe that's counter? Not
You
quite.
can already see that Lucas is playing very much more aggressive than...
He is wanting to get Joker out of the arena as soon as possible. It could be that this person has fought over a lot of
A PK freeze.
that.
Honestly, it's Lucas's best move. And the most scary.
I can definitely see why. No wonder they threw in Lucas to be next. Not only is the player really good, but they would want to... I'm guessing they would want to play.
Seems like he's using it whenever you get off to the side of the... Nice.
He makes
recovery.
it back. I'm saying, Arsene has such a great...
But it looks like he's going for a very, like...
It's very dangerous for him to go off stage.
Especially due to the fact that the Psy attacks with both Lucas and Ness have...
Here's the thing. It seems like Lucas's strategy is to try to get Joker to the side of the, like, as far to the edge as possible, and then use the PK freeze because that makes it more difficult to recover. It makes it seem like that the strategy should be to stay in the middle as much as possible.
Middle and possibly trying to throw Lucas to the side. Which Lucas keeps going for those grabs and successful. There's the PK Thunder, which... a damaging recovery, but... they're both high up in their... Oh! Oh! Would have been a great grab from Joker, but... in the heat of the moment, you tend to not think about it. You want to just attack, attack, attack. Hopefully he can get one stock off of this Lucas. There's the grab and freeze again, but is it Arsene doing that? Like, is that part of the gimmick where that freeze can't affect him?
And he gets the stock off, but he's still at 69%. But not good as
Looks like dodge the PK freeze, and Cheshire is Cheshire seems to really fall for that.
It's like they're trying to bait out, because to get Arsene, you have to counter a lot. So I feel like Lucas is baiting out his counters and taking advantage of that.
It's actually really good patience by Chester to wait for the PK freeze to expire before using the grappling to get back on the platform.
Absolutely. But he is easily launchable, and
It's just finding an answer to that PK freeze. Chester was starting to figure it out, but it was just maybe a little too late.
Yeah.
if the Weed or Inava go with their more zoning characters, that being Min Min and Byleth, but it look
He's going for Little Mac.
he's going.
Strange, because I don't... He's good at recovering with Little Mac, but I don't know if Little Mac's going to let him survive a PK freeze.
Yeah, Lucas is not. Lucas is gonna be, I'm gonna say this, a bully to Little Mac, most likely. Unless Little Mac can keep control over that center of the stage and be able to use his smash attacks to launch Lucas, who again, he's a light character, easily launchable.
One thing I noticed is, I've never seen a Lucas do this, but he uses the PK freeze more like as soon as you get off stage, he uses it to ledge trap. But when he's just living his life, he is using it as a defensive option where he like shoots himself with it, which kind of forces you to not hit him.
Right, because unlike the PK Thunder, which is his recovery, that the PK Freeze does not do any damage to Lucas. Well, his own, I mean.
3, 2, 1, go!
Looks like he's forgetting about the fact that he needs to drop a stock. Immediately getting off some damage. And there's a taunt right when the fight is... Looks like Little Mac is in fact trying for that center, but he's also really wanting to get those attacks off. And again, the quick dashes of Little Mac, launching him to the side.
Good
He
recovery.
tried to... Looks like he was trying to bait out that PK freeze. There's the grapple. There's the KO punch!
That's exactly what he... If he can take out Lucas without dropping any stock, that would be huge.
It would be fantastic.
I don't know if
There's
it's possible.
Ooh!
Yeah, that one's at 122% and getting hit by the PK freeze.
But it looks like they are, once again, getting that control of that center stage. And, ooh! Looks like Lucas was trying to bait that out, but
I mean, it worked.
worked.
That side B is very strong when it wants to be. And he
Nice
blocked it.
shield. Oof. But that counter to grab. And there's the PK freeze. Can he recover?
No.
Oof. And looks like he's going for that grab. That was a perfect shield. Yeah, this Lucas is unrelenting and doubling up on that PK, tripling up on it.
That's what I was getting to. What can... It's not a matter of player skill at that point. It's just Lomac can't do anything against that.
Yeah, was that the lack of recovery? He had a little bit of a side recovery, but yeah, he's just not very good in the air.
At all.
So
no.
it's just hard to recover from those freezes.
Choose your fighter.
Because the problem with Lucas is you kind of have to, I guess, bait out his attacks, because I know the weed is very aggressive normally with his Little Mac.
Yeah, and that's usually good for like super floaty characters. Like he's talked about the fact that he can do well against Soras and I think Zero Suit Samus is
Yeah, he Jigglypuff.
and Jigglypuff, yes.
But it just feels like the Lucas is playing for range, which is honestly in their best interest because most of the characters that our team plays don't have that range capability. Maybe even a better option would have been to pull out maybe a Link.
A Link would have been good due to both the bombs and the arrows, and the recovery on him is better than.
I mean, I understand the thought process of going Little Mac, where you want to like maybe if you
can get enough heavy hits on that Lucas,
like that aggression could have stopped him. But I feel like his grab is just like that's their detriment. Isn't the PK freeze at this point? It's just getting grabbed constantly.
Yeah. But there goes the Lucas, remembering to drop their stocks. There's their taunts, and the battle begins. And Min Min immediately playing to their strengths, but trying to get in for that close quarters. No, it looks like Lucas is trying to get in for that close, because Min Min can hit him
farther away. I'm a little confused on the getting so close.
Well, if I remember right, correct me if I'm wrong, Min Min does really good long range damage, but I don't think it's much close range. So
yeah, they're very weak against close range damage, because all of their attacks take so long and you have to wait for it to come back.
yeah, so that's why Lucas is trying to get in close range because he has a better advantage.
They are pulling out that PK freeze as right before.
Ooh, that barely missed.
Look, it seems like Min Min was a good choice for the end, but I think the player should have focused a lot more on the what the frames and length for all the attacks were in order to really use that well.
Yeah, playing in the Min Min strength would have been a good idea.
There's the counter. Ooh, and that breath. When you're just facing the wrong way, when you're doing the right thing, it's always hard to play and watch. And that's the long range PK freeze. Ooh.
But yeah, unfortunately, that will conclude the match because that was a 2-0.
Yeah.
So just make sure everything is updated here.
I look forward to getting the VOD so we can talk about it.
Oh yeah, definitely.
But yeah, so with that, I mean, I don't know if you guys were in the discussion, we were talking with the team beforehand, but last semester Quinnipiac did win their respective conference.
Wow.
So they're a really good team. There are a lot of really good teams.
It shows.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and we were seeing in the GLEC, we're probably going to see in NACE, and because a lot of these schools have been doing their Smash teams or running it for so long, and this is our first actual season for Smash. So there's still going to be a lot of room to grow, but I think we're seeing improvement with each week.
Yeah,
I agree. It's also like we get this because when we play against each other, we have this tendency to play our mains against each other, which is good, all good and fine. But like getting the experience against characters that we normally wouldn't face, like Lucas or
Lucas or Steve or Toon Link with the knockback of the bombs,
or Samus last week,
or even Plant, because heaven knows, like playing against
a good Plant is scary.
Yeah.
But all right, yeah, they're just playing now, right?
Yeah.
That's what I thought. I didn't think they were
continuing their practice.
Yeah, that's true. But all right, so that is going to be it for us for today. So first of all, thank you guys for commenting. Chat, let's give them a hand for commentating the Smash match, because if I had to try to do this by myself, it would just be, okay, they got a hit, they dodged, they died. So being able to provide some insight is greatly appreciated, so thank you for that. We will have some more matches coming at you on Saturday. Now, the Smash team does have a bit of a bye week this time, so we won't see any more Smash this week. But we have 2 Rocket League matches coming at you on Saturday, an Overwatch match, and League of Legends. So all that is going to start at noon. I feel like I'm photobombing here. I'm just kind of moving into the camera. But yeah, starting at noon on Saturday. So please be sure to come back for that. For all the latest updates with what's going on with Marietta College Esports, please be sure to follow us on Twitch, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok. Shout outs again to HyperX and Over the Moon Pizza for their support. Thank you all for your